Welcome to the next video in our series on meta-ethics, where we will begin to explore the key principles of moral non-naturalism through the lens of the work of Charles Taylor. In our previous videos, we've observed that many people equate moral facts with moral intuitions. We have learned how certain moral properties can appear to the average person as moral facts, even when these facts lack any natural, quantifiable basis. Some moral intuitions seem so self-evidently and universally true that it is hard to imagine them as anything other than facts. We find confirmation of this idea when we consider the Ten Commandments and the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Still, with all due respect, moral non-naturalism can be a problematic philosophical stance for some. In this video, we will delve into some of the thoughts and concepts from Charles Taylor's philosophy on this topic and assess their validity in the context of our ongoing discussion. But to avoid any subtracting urges resulting from pressing ethical dilemmas whilst watching this video, we advise you to cut to the chase and hit that subscribe button right from the outset. We will be forever grateful for your support, and we know that you can do it. Thanks a million. Now back to the video. In order to decipher Taylor's meta-ethical position, let's see if we can derive that stance from looking at his ethics. In Leading a Life, Taylor proposes that ethics is not just about making the right decision, but also about leading a full and complete life and becoming a certain kind of person, a thought reminiscent of Aristotle's concept of Eudaimonia. Taylor aims to provide the individual with insights into some of the moral sources available in explicating their personal moral framework. These sources should be deeply grounded in the culture and history of the individual and should extend beyond the fleeting whims of the moment. These moral sources will enable the individual to construct a more congruent image of themselves, grounded in their deepest moral loyalties. This will offer the individual a clearer understanding of the conflicts the modern self carries, and how, while respecting diversity, unity can be found in an overarching connecting moral ontology. Taylor emphasizes that a personal moral framework loses much of its potential strength when it lacks explicit anchoring in a rich moral ontology. The absence of a deeper moral source can eventually cause the modern self to lose touch with a meaningful context that supersedes the spur of the moment and grants access to higher moral values. Furthermore, Taylor associates the importance of internalized higher values or strong evaluation with the ability of the individual to acquire a stable identity, allowing them to orient themselves towards leading a whole and complete life. From this, it follows that Taylor does not believe in unequivocally heeding every intuitive moral appeal. Instead, he posits that a balanced ethics should be rooted in a more broadly developed self-image, intertwining with a cultural and personal horizon of meaning. In response to a narrow reductionist and naturalistic perspective of modern morality, Taylor wants to offer his readers a broad alternative to the good. According to Taylor, modern moral philosophy fails to develop a clear moral ontology around one and well-defined foundation. Taylor wonders if it is possible to make non-arbitrary choices from a multitude of contrasting values while still maintaining a certain unity and coherence. According to Taylor, an ethical theory should strive for unity while respecting diversity. But how can we reason rationally with contrasting values? How can the modern subject recalibrate its ethical compass to one of the rich moral sources which Taylor implicitly considers to be taken for granted in the background, but which the subject all too often seems to fail to tap into? In these modern times, where our collective secularization seems endless and social media apps keep us connected to the world yet often isolated from those in our daily lives, where is your understanding of good and bad anchored? Put differently, upon which grand schema is your ethical compass set? Share your thoughts in the comments and share this video with those seeking answers to essential questions about themselves and existence. Thank you for your interest, and as you move on to the next video, please don't forget to show appreciation with a like or by subscribing to our channel. Thanks.